Okay, so it's about 40 degrees Celsius here in China for the past week. The guys were asking me how am I able to ride that much. First tip would be always wake up early and do the training before the day actually starts. It's the best tip I can give you. It's not only the best tip for hot weather, it's the best tip overall. If you want to get things done, it's better to do them first thing in the morning, you know. So I noticed going to bed early, no matter what, you know, like 7:30, 8 p.m. It's the best, you know, and waking up at 4:30 and riding before work, or, you know, like before, let's say, 11 a.m. is the best. And if you wake up at 4, you can pretty much do 4 to 6 hours, you know, in that period of time, which is a decent ride. Second tip would be don't ride between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. I know it's hard to follow, and I always ride during those times. It will at least once a week, I think, because it might be, you know, that I went to bed a little bit later. You know, it might be the case that I just didn't do the training in the morning and being lazy. You know, I'm just a normal person, so that's why I sometimes fell off the wagon, you know, and do the ride in the afternoon. But I still believe it's better to do it in the afternoon even than not doing it at all, you know. So that's why I do that. So the third tip would be always wear arm covers. I started using them yesterday, really. Before I bought them maybe half a year ago, but then I have never used them. And I got these 10 lines. So we have brown and white, and the same on the legs. So yeah. And they don't really look good, especially on the arms. I mean, I don't care, but the thing is, I got really cautious more after reading an article about skin cancer, you know, skin cancer and sun UV lights, you know. So the thing is, during those period of time, you know, like 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., the sun is so bad, especially here when it's like 45 degrees Celsius. And you really got burned, you know, like, and it's not good for your skin, that's for sure. You know, yesterday I used those arm covers, you know. They're pretty light. They're not really like arm warmers, you know. They're more like very light summer edition, you know. So they cost me maybe $2, you know, which is insanely cheap. And definitely use them. Then the same tip would be use sunglasses, because you don't want your eye. Alright guys, I got distracted and I moved to another place. Very pretty location here. There is my bike. I parked it there. So yeah, arm covers, sunglasses are probably the most important part. And also unzip your jersey so you're not too hot, you know. The other thing would be drink enough water. Specifically, as you can see, I'm carrying two 750 ml bottles of water. So pretty much you can drink more, you know, and you will definitely need more. I noticed on 4-hour rides, I drink probably 6 to 7 liters, and some water I just spill on my head, you know, because it's too hot. But aim to drink at least 750 ml bottle in an hour of riding, maybe in every 45 minutes. Because of course it depends on the intensity of your ride, but I noticed it's really tough. It's really tough when you don't ride, and in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, you can pretty much bonk, you know. So always drink. The other tip would be always ride somewhere away from the highways and the places with open roads, you know, and no trees, because it's always much more hot, pretty much 3 to 5 degrees Celsius more hot on those roads than on the peaceful park tree shade roads, you know. I actually noticed 38 to 32 degrees difference in the park, you know. So yeah, I prefer riding in somewhere where it's not that open, you know, more remote, you know, and you will get easier time riding there. Well, it doesn't really matter if you ride early in the morning, but in general, you know, if you do long ride all day, you want to ride somewhere where there are trees, you know. And the last tip would be, I believe, well, I think I pretty much covered all the tips I wanted to say. I wanted to cover, but yeah, for sure. Right in the morning, drink plenty of water, protect your skin, and find the roads that are a little bit more shaded, you know, with more trees, and you will enjoy it more. But as you can see, I'm sitting here, it's 6 p.m. and I'm sweating because it's 34 degrees Celsius. But today was pretty cloudy day, so even though it's not that burning hot, it's still hot because it's very humid. Please let me know in the comments, guys, what are your tips for long distance or just training in the hot, humid weather. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.